Hello, everyone. Hello. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Today we're going to be playing more Castlevania. I'm so excited. Let's go. I'm so excited. Actually, I have been looking forward to this. Alright, where are we going? Oh boy. How's everyone been doing today? Yeah, you're good, Amador. I mean, Brad is right. I'm just playing this to chill and have a good time. You don't have to be here if you got something to do. Bro, this music is ass. Oh, I forgot I have the double jump. Okay. Oh, it's a puzzle. Yes, I did. Alright. Come on, come this way. Boom! I did change my outfit. Thought I'd switch it up a little bit. You know, we've been doing the red on blue for a little bit, so why not blue on red? I like switching it up from time to time. What is in here? A save room. For real. I mean, that's the thing. I've always stood by this. I think that, Mario's original palette is underrated. A lucky ring. Alright, come on, we gotta hurry this up. Alright, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Let's go! Okay, that is actually going to be very helpful for us. Oh, this is really useful. So true. Lanky's banana in the golden room. You missed it, Walt. We finished Donkey Kong. I actually had a really good time with Donkey Kong. I am actually kind of sad that it's over. But I mean, honestly, the last stream, there wasn't a whole lot to do. Like, we just had Hideout Helm, which took us like 20 minutes, and the boss fight, which we did have to cheat a little bit because, I gotta be honest, Diddy Kong's flight controls are kind of ass. Metal Mario and Mario. Not necessarily. They are not the same person. In the modern, like, rendition of Mario. Just because, if you actually, like, pay close attention, Metal Mario does not say the same things as regular Mario. Which is kind of weird, but yeah, no. Nintendo has apparently made a distinction between Mario and Metal Mario. Metal Mario! With, you know, the voice synthesizer being a little bit different. Alright, let's go save real quick. Yeah! I actually watched a video on the whole Metal Mario thing the other day. It's kind of a weird, like, distinction that Nintendo made in the 2010s for some reason. Because, like, before that, they were one and the same. But in the 2010s, they're like, yeah, let's make it its own thing. And it's like, what? Oh, hell yeah, we got Life Up. Elixir. Ah, it's that guy. Alright, we're gonna stand still for a minute. We're gonna heal. Dr. Mario and Mario are the same character. Just one's wearing a doctor's outfit. Yes, they did. Let's see. So, in the early 2000s, late 90s, Metal Mario was a separate playable character. And it was kind of assumed that he was just, you know, a skin of Mario. But then in the 2010s, for some reason, they brought him back as, like, an easy palette swap. And what they ended up doing with that is, they kind of made him his own character. I mean, not really, but... What is that? Platforming! Excuse me. Real. I mean, that kind of is what it comes across as. Like, they wanted him to kind of be like a Metal Sonic type character. Excuse me. My allergies are not being very nice to me. What? Whoever made this soundtrack, low-key needs to be fired. Oh, we can't do that yet. Awesome. No, because this soundtrack is very off-key. Yeah, that's the thing. Between that and some other stuff that they did with the character in the 2010s, it leads me to believe that they're different characters. Man, Juiced's red coat is really cool. Man, it actually is a shame that people don't dress like this anymore. Let's go. We're yumping. We're yumping. I'm a yumping. The wind cloak. What does this do? That does nothing for us. Actually, we do need to kind of sit here. Metal Wario, I mean, that's the thing. Flying Cap Mario is not a different character. Metal Wario isn't either. Metal Wario is a real thing from Mario 64 DS, but I don't know. It's weird. I mean, Nintendo, they make weird decisions with what power-ups get to be their own character and which ones do not. Oh boy. Guys, we're doing it. We're healing. Hello, hello. Yes, same there. I mean, I don't know. Nintendo... It's weird because they have a lot of, like, interesting ideas, but they leave them on the table. And sometimes they just don't do a whole lot with them. Brass knuckle! Oh. It does nothing for us. Awesome. Yeah, I think... Because Dry Bowser, he could be considered a separate character, but also the same. It's weird. Hooray. Oh boy. It's another boss. Let's heal real quick. What is that? Oh, it's Legion! It's over. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. Well, good night, Amador. We'll see you next time. Uh-oh, we're out of hearts. Okay, that's just not fair. What? That's a one-hit kill? Yeah! I have not. This is my first playthrough of Harmony of Dissonance. Let's see, which ones have I played? I've played, So I played Symphony, I've played this... Well, we're playing this one. I played Circle the Moon. Hey, we're in the church. But yeah, we played this one. We've played Harmony of Dissonance. Fuck. Alright, we played... Sorry, I am having some issues tonight. I don't know why. But, Actually, what does this do? Well, that does nothing. Okay. Good to know. But yeah, we've played Symphony of the Night. We've played Circle of the Moon. I've played Aria of Sorrow in the past. I played this one mod of it that adds Alucard. And I've played through, in the past we've done Castlevania 4. We did Castlevania 3 solo. We've done, I played part of Bloodlines. It's pretty fun. But it is a hard game. But I mean, as you can see, I have no issue fucking rewinding. Turkey! Turkey mentioned! Let's go! But yeah, we played through a few of these. Off-stream, I've played a lot of the Metroidvanias. I think the ones that I haven't played this one at all. I haven't played the DS ones. And I think that's it in terms of the Metroidvanias that we haven't played from this franchise. I'm very much looking forward to Belmont's Curse. Because I believe it's supposed to be Simon's son who we're playing as. But yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to that. Alright, let's heal. Let's heal. But yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to the new Castlevania. Man, I will say, I wish that the healing mail was more like in a Symphony, where you can move around and it would just slowly heal your health. But I mean, I guess the trade-off is that this does it in like large chunks. Or larger chunks. Whoa. The Aqueduct of Dragons. Dudes, this is bone liquid. Bone hurt juice. Man, in a weird way, I do miss the surrealist memes of, yesteryear. Man, I ordered this pizza with no bones on it. Maybe I'm just a chud for missing surrealist humor of yesteryear, but I don't know. Uncurse potion.
It's already 11 p.m.
Yes, it is. What are these? Okay, before we need to, like, rewind. Alright, let's sit here and heal for a minute. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It's weird how fast time has kind of gone by. Also, I want to ask you all something. Is it just me, or has time been going, like, slower lately? Like, that's the thing, you know. People have chalked up time physically going faster. So, you know, oh, you're just growing up. Oh, you're just getting old. But I don't know, like, distinctly, time has gone by faster. From, like, 2018, like from before 2018 and then after 2018. Before 2018, like, time went pretty slow, but like after that it went really fucking fast. But now, like, time is kind of like, it's weird, it's like it's slowed down again. Maybe I'm just like losing my mind, but I don't know, it feels like there is a difference. Like, I noticed it yesterday when I was really thinking about it, because I'm like, you know, normally, before, like, I go to sleep, I'll doom scroll, and it's like, okay, well, I guess it's, you know, 5 a.m. now. But, like, yesterday, I was doing a little doom scrolling, you know. The 20 minutes actually felt like 20 minutes. I don't know, maybe I'm, like, finally just losing my mind, but I don't know, I feel a distinct difference in how time is flowing, like, right now, as opposed to, how it's flowed for the past few years. Is there a button here? Because, I mean, I don't know. It's something like I've noticed. Uh-oh, it's this guy again. Yes and no. Like, here's the thing. Time is a very fickle thing. When you really pay attention to it, then... Oh, it's this thing! You can hear machines moving above. It's that thing from earlier, okay. Alright, so now we gotta go back up there. Which is gonna be fun, because, yeah. Because the door is not unlocked. But yeah, no, I'm not talking about like that. I just mean, like, in a general sense. Because in a general sense, like... Even when I wasn't paying attention to it, or was, like, time moved by really fast for me for some reason. But I don't know, it seems like in the past, like, I don't know, I've noticed it specifically in the past, like, week or two. Time has, like, physically slowed down. And I mean, I'm not complaining. Like, trust me, time is the most valuable thing we have. I will relish in it when I can. But, I don't know. It feels like time has physically, like, slowed down back to what I remember time being years ago. And of course, I'm not complaining about that. Like, it's just an observation. Oh, it's a save room. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. But yeah, no, it legitimately feels like the days are going on longer. And not like in a, you know, daytime to nighttime type situation. I'm talking like in a general sense. How do I break these? That's my question, because there have been doors that have just been blocked off by that I cannot break. But no, like, I mean, I guess back to what I was saying, like, time... It is physically dragged on a lot more, and not in a bad way. Well, sometimes, like... the shifts at my job drag on a little bit more than what it once did, but I don't know, it's peaceful in a way. Oh my god! I don't know. Sometimes, like, when I make weird observations like that, it does make me feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit, because it's just like... It's like stuff that people normally would just, I don't know, brush off, but like for me, I'll just kind of stay on it and be like, well, what's going on here? Alright, now we need to get back up here. What is that thing? Now let's use some potion. Yes, it's this room. Obtain the crushing stone. Let's go! Oh, that is awesome. Went the wrong way award. Wasted everyone's time award. You know, I think so. Time to go back where I came from, award. Man, this game is a lot of fun. I gotta say, too, playing these games on an SNES controller feels so much better than playing on, like, an actual Game Boy Advance. I'm afraid my, or not even a Game Boy Advance, but like a DS Lite. I went back to playing on a DS Lite recently for something. I gotta be honest. I'm afraid my my hands are way too big for my childhood video games. Cause I played Mario 64 a little bit on the on a DS Lite. Cause I was just thinking about it. I'm like, God, this hurts my hands a little bit. Life up! Level up. Whew, save room. Hooray. This is so exciting. I'm so excited. As for our next Mario game, I'm still thinking on that. I think Wario would be fine. I'm really debating on it because I like Wario. Those games are fun. But simultaneously, kind of having some doubts about it. Not because, like, it wouldn't be a good time. But more so just because, I don't know. Am I in the mood for Wario? I gotta get all Wario on everybody. Let's go. Earth Ring. Bro thinks he's the Green Lantern. Oh yeah, I still can't go there. I don't have, like, the super jump ability just yet. Where do I go from here, then? Actually, let's try beating this guy and see what happens. Secret room! Okay. Should we go back to the regular castle? Not yet, not yet. We'll go through Castle B and mess around for a little bit. Because that's the thing. I mean, I kind of don't know where we're going to go. Let's save real quick. You know what? I think now wouldn't be a terrible time for Castle A. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. I mean, look, I've said this for years. When games were made by gamers for gamers, the landscape was a much better place. Now that gaming is like catered towards the most common denominator, it really has kind of lessened the quality of the industry. Because, I mean, look, there's no nice way to say this. The average person is not going to be the sharpest crayon in the box, let's just say. But, you know, now if you say that, then you're just mean, but I don't know. It's like, for anyone who says I'm wrong there, work a customer service job for a little bit. That is what I implore anyone who says I am wrong to do. And you'll see that I'm right. But yeah, I mean, in terms of game design in general has, well, there's a separate reason for that, and that's actually not, due to the average consumer. That's due to more so, the industry as a whole moving away from, you know, risk in a general sense. Nobody in the industry takes, like, these big leaps to make something, like, you know, really creative that may, you know, not be successful. Because at the end of the day, the industry nowadays is spearheaded by corporate entities, not gamers. And that's really why, you know, the experiences in gaming nowadays are not what they once were. It's because, you know, they want the most sanitized, least risky thing that they can put out. And look, I love Nintendo. I'm dressed up as their mascot, and I do the voice of their main character, for Christ's sake. But, just being honest here, Nintendo, honestly, is really guilty of that. Like, my thing is, I love Mario. Mario games have always spoken to me on a level that, you know, other games do not. You know, like, I have friends who will just beg and beg and beg for me to play the new corporate slop or whatever, and it's like, no, I legitimately rather just play Mario or Metroid or something. But simultaneously, Mario and such, they have really been sanitized. Because think about the GameCube era. Nintendo was not afraid to get their hands a little dirty. To, you know, do things with their biggest mascots that, you know, may or may not have worked. And created, honestly, the most divisive generation of games. I mean, the argument for Dark Moon is that, but in the other direction. Because... actually, no, I think that actually would still apply. Never mind, I misspoke. Yeah, that absolutely applies. Like, here's the thing about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It is not the first game. The first game is a masterpiece. It is set up like, funnily enough, a Metroidvania. You're in an enclosed space, and you need to get, you know, powered up throughout the adventure. That is literally the formula for a Metroidvania. But, hold on. Oh, yeah. This is actually good. This is the way we need to go. Boom. Life max up. A boss fight. It's Maxim. Oh, I see you're still alive. Maxim. No, you're not Maxim. Ha! You're on to me. What the hell are you? I am myself, just not the me that you knew in the past. This man's suppressed desires, coupled with his possession of Dracula's remains, gave rise to a separate spirit, and that other spirit is me. I'm not sure if he's even aware of my existence. And it was also you who kidnapped Lady? Heh, of course it was my doing. She belongs to me. But he went and lost his memory and doesn't even know where she is. But he will retrieve his memory soon, and when he does, she'll be all mine. Damn you! Sure about that? If I die, your best friend will perish with me. Arg! Your death is at hand. Die, you vile dog! Oh, it's a boss fight! But yeah, I mean, the thing about, like, that is... Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, what the people wanted was more Luigi's Mansion, but they went the opposite direction with it. They went for a mission-based game, which I think, you know, it worked. Like, I actually will defend Dark Moon. People say that game is shit, it's awful. I like it. I don't know, I have this weird thing when it comes to, like, the ugly ducklings of a series, to where it, you know, I actually love them. For example, Mario Sunshine, that is my favorite Mario game. People fucking hate that game for some, like, unknown reason. Yeah, we're gonna use a high potion. Another potion. But yeah, no, I mean, the problem with the industry nowadays is that, like, companies, they want to play it safe. They want the most Mickey Mouse version of their characters, and they refuse to, you know, innovate and change and, you know, risk that image of all games being this, like, masterclass thing. And I say this as a Mario fan because I love the GameCube era. I think that is the best Mario has ever been. But yeah, unfortunately, they didn't do a whole lot with it. You know, post GameCube. Because, unfortunately, that era just did not sell well. And it wasn't even because the games weren't good, like the Blizzard robe. What is this? Was that like... Is that something else? Is that a relic? Hmm. Oh, wait. Oh, it has ice resistance. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that was Luigi's Mansion 2's cardinal sin, is that it wasn't the first game. But personally, I think that it worked out just fine. I think Dark Moon is a perfectly serviceable Luigi's Mansion game. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite. I mean, I gotta be honest, I have a weird take. Luigi's Mansion 3 is my least favorite. Now, let me explain. Luigi's Mansion 3 is a perfectly good game. I actually like it. But oh, it's a radio. That's cool. That's cool in, you know, the 1500s when that didn't exist. Anyway. No, I mean, the thing about it is, Luigi's Mansion 3, I feel... it took the wrong lessons from 2. It tries to go in the direction of 1 so hard, but it forgets that Luigi's Mansion 1 was, you know, a 5-hour game. Like, it is not a long game in the slightest. No, I'm not saying I dislike Luigi's Mansion 3. But what I am saying is that out of the 3, it's the one that I want to go back to the least, just because they tried doing a Luigi's Mansion 1 thing, but they took the wrong lessons from the backlash of 2. And they made it way too long to fit the type of formula that Luigi's Mansion 1 is. Because as I said, Luigi's Mansion 1, critically looking at it, it is a Metroidvania, for better or worse. But because of that, you know, you have to look at it a little bit differently than you would, like, a regular-ass platformer. The Crimson Cloak. But yeah, no, like, Luigi's Mansion 3 is a really fun game, and I'm actually excited to play it on stream this Halloween. But, I mean, just critically speaking, it is my least favorite because it kind of took the worst aspects of both the first and the second game. But it did make something really good with him. Like, I will say, the animations in that game are beautiful. And honestly, I will say, as much as I hate to say it, that was kind of the game that... Look, I love Charles. Make no bones about it. Charles Martinet is my Mario forever. But... his outing as Luigi in that one was not my favorite. It kind of, you know... I hate to say this because, you know, I have been staunchly in the camp of we need to bring back Charles Martinet for Mario. His Luigi in that game is not his best outing. He really did kind of sound a little bit old for the voice. Now, of course, you know, it's not that I dislike it. It's a perfectly fine outing with, you know, Martinet, but you can really tell he, you know, it's been 30 years since, or it was going on 30 years since the first one. Or 20, I should say. I think Luigi, because here's the thing, in terms of the Mario voicing stuff, I do kind of have a complex view on it. Personally, I think the vocal performances were best in the GameCube era. Like, late N64, early GameCube, that was peak Martinet voice acting for the characters. You know, the Wii era was still pretty good. It was more so direction with the Wii era as to why I don't like it as much. Because, you know, Wario's voice got really deep. Yeah, we're going back to the regular castle. But yeah, Wario's voice got really deep, which it fits, but I don't know. I prefer the high-pitched Wario voice from, like, Mario Kart 64 and Wario World. Welcome to Wario World. Hee-ha-ho! Oh, yeah! Wario time! But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Alright, let's go down here. Oh my god, it's the fucking harpies. But yeah, I mean, his Luigi, I gotta be honest, I think that was the weakest of his voices towards the end. Like, his Wario sounded really good. Waluigi sounded pretty much the same as it has since 2003. Waluigi's not a hard voice to do. It's kind of a nasally Wario. But yeah, his Mario voice was still on point. But the Luigi for me, it's like, you could tell he was getting older. I mean, especially in that one, and I've talked to people about this before. People who, you know, are in the same camp as me, and they agree that his Luigi was not at its best in 3. And it makes me sad to say that, because, you know, you don't want to admit to, you know, the people you look up to getting older and such, but yeah. It's just one of those things. But no, the animations in that game are beautiful. Like, it is a really well put together game. And honestly, I mean, I'll say this. If they were to make another Luigi's Mansion, I'd buy it. And yes, that is blasphemy coming from me. The, Mr. Kevin's biggest op. But, I gotta say, Kevin Afghani's Luigi is not bad. It's the only good voice he does, but I mean, it's, you know what? It's a compliment where it can be had. I mean, other than that, the new voices are shit. Nintendo needs to, like, recast immediately, but hey, the Luigi's not bad, and, you know, if they make another Luigi's Mansion, I'll be excited to see where that goes. But yeah. See, occasionally Kentucky Mario can be nice. I'm kind of an asshole, but when I feel like it, I can be nice. Alright, where are we going now? Okay, so... Oh, okay, we need to go down there. Well, that is not where we're gonna go. We need some sort of light. Did you bring a light? No! Oh, that is not, Okay, okay. So it looks like we're gonna go back to a warp point and fucking get our asses out of here. Hello. Hello. What did you do, man? Just. Maxim, it's really you this time, right? So I see you've run into my other self. Yeah. I see. I was nearly taken over by him. Dracula's strength was so overwhelming. Don't say that. You must stay strong. Listen to me. When he brought Lady over to this place, he hid her in this castle, forged from the fabric of my mind. By losing my memory, I protected her, but I think I've reached my limit. She's in the Lord's room with this bracelet. You can gain entrance as well. I can't just leave you lying here like this. You must! We can't let him get a hold of Lady. I got it. Once I've saved Lady, I'll come back. I promise. Go now. It's up to you. Hooray. Oh, that's awesome. But, Hold on. Is there anything good down here? No, no. This is just, to get us killed. Awesome. Okay, okay. Run! You gotta be kidding me. Okay, awesome. So there is... Doesn't work like Symphony of the Night does. Good to know, good to know. Okay. So I guess we'll go down here again. No, we aren't. Okay, good to know. It's the fucking dark room. Is it? Maybe it is? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Yep. It is. Man, I do miss the GameCube era. Because there were just so many cool things with the GameCube era. Alright. Alright, go over here. Right here. Alright. Let's go to the top of the castle. But yeah, no, I mean, the GameCube era, it was just such a creative time in the gaming industry to where companies weren't afraid to take risks. And now everything is just so sanitized and it's stagnated. I mean, that's really the point of what I was trying to say earlier. It's stagnation that we've hit with gaming by having non-gamers in the driver's seat. So now, you know, everything is just like the samey. Like the exact same thing. It's just all samey. If this door is locked, I'm gonna scream. Let's go! It's the helm! Hint card 3. Whoa. The mystical robe. Well, I mean, here's the thing with the PS4 and the PS5. Number one, it's Sony. Sony doesn't ever have any games. But number two, I mean, all memes aside, the thing to keep in mind about the, I mean, when you're chasing after graphics and stuff, we've hit a point of diminishing returns. Like, it doesn't matter how much processing power you have at this point, but, like, there's just nothing there. What is this? Oh my god! Uh-oh. Yeah, we need the, Yeah, we need some elixir. Actually, we don't want to use that yet. This is not good. I was kind of wanting to save those for the final boss, but I guess not. There we go. Okay. Oh, the Game Boy player was awesome, too. Lady!
Joost! Is it really you, Joost?
Are you alright? Are you injured?
I'm fine. Maxim had me safely tucked away here.
Oh, I see.
Didn't he come with you?
Maxim's waiting for us outside, I think.
Hey, what happened to the person that brought me to this place?
You mean that you don't know who it was that kidnapped you?
Until Maxime came to my rescue, I was blindfolded.
I see. Okay, let's try to get out of this place.
Yes, let's go.
So, this is where you've been hiding. He too is a bold man.
No!
Lady, I shall have this maiden for myself.
No, just save me!
Damn! I must hurry after them. Life up. Let's go. Real. No, unironically, like, some of, like, the voices in this game are based off of the, some of the voiceover work in Symphony that I've been doing, like, the death one. That's entirely based off of, Death from Symphony.
I demand you cease your attack. You'll regret those words.
I don't care what anyone says. Konami had top-notch voiceover work back in the 90s. And that's the thing, too. And honestly, I feel like that in itself is kind of a problem with the voiceover community. Or the industry, I mean. Like, keep in mind, nowadays, anyone can, myself included, can get a microphone and be like, I'm a voice actor. But that's not necessarily how it is.
So, we meet again. Glad to see you're doing well. What can I do you for?
Alright, what can we buy? I think we're going to stick with the healing armor for now, but we will sell... Yeah, we'll sell the turquoise. But, no, I mean, it's an actual issue in the industry. Unfortunately, like, voiceover people are not necessarily classically trained at this point. Because, like, keep in mind, when it comes to, like, a lot of voiceover artists in, you know, the olden days, it wasn't just someone going up to a microphone and being like, hey, it's me! Like, it was more so people who came from, like, the theater. And nowadays, it's people who just watch cartoons being like, I can do voices. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing if, you know, the work itself is good. It's more so just, it's not. The voiceover work produced by that way of thinking is not good. Maybe that's just me being a stupid chud. But no, I mean, think about it. In the modern day, a lot of the modern voice actors, the ones that are in all these new projects... Oh my god. But no, like, a lot of voice actors in the modern day, they aren't, like, classically trained to even do it. It's just, you know... Oh, fuck, that's 3 hits and you're out, okay. Okay, good to know, good to know. But yeah, no, it's just people who watch, like, anime in the early 2000s, and they're like, I can buy a microphone, I'm a voice actor. And it's like, that's not necessarily how it actually works. Like, you... If you are actually looking into doing voiceover, I would implore you to actually go take an acting class. Because the thing about it is,
It's
if you
12
don't, like, there's a lot of things you can learn from stage acting. And even just, you know, like, doing vocal performances in general. Like, if you're a singer or something like that, you know, like, it does translate over. The steel tip, what is that? That's a steel ball to the tip. Oh! So, we've turned our whip into a fucking mace. That's awesome. But yeah, no, like, the thing about it is, people, they just get in front of a microphone and they're like, I can voice act, and then they, like, just do poor imitations of literally the worst anime dub you've ever seen, and it's like, dog, what are you doing? This is not voice acting. For example, I mean, the one that really comes to mind for me. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, some of the people who I'm referring to aren't nice people. I've actually briefly spoken to one of these people. The new Star Fox game. Look at, like, Fox's voice. It's literally just a riff off of the bad anime dub voice. It's like, dog, what are you doing? But I don't know, it's... And the thing is, it's like, I hate being like this because, you know, some of the people in the industry actually are very nice. So it's not me just, like, you know, needlessly shit-slinging for the sake of, you know, being a miserable chud. It's more so just, like, when it comes to voiceover work and stuff, being classically trained is kind of becoming more and more of a lost art because the industry itself, in a very unfortunate turn, has become run more so off of, it's more so off of, like, nepotistic, connections. Like, who do you know? It's not, oh, is this guy... Can this guy do the voice that we're going for? It's more so just, hey, he's a friend of a friend of a friend. Let's give him a job. I mean, you know, nepotism is not inherently a bad thing, but, like, when your entire industry has become nepotized, it is a bad thing. Like, I will stand by that. Like, it's based when I do it. No. But, like, it's more so just... It's not actually going through a proper vetting process. It's more so just, who do you know? Yeah, no, the new Star Fox, I played it. I briefly spoke to the voice actor for Slippy in a Twitter thread. And you know what? They seemed nice enough. They seemed like a perfectly nice person. But it's more so just like, I don't know. Like, I hate being like this because, you know, like, some of these people genuinely are very nice. I don't say this out of, like, you know, being mean. I say this out of, it's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It is locked tight. Oh. Oh. Okay. So there literally is just nothing we can do there. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's that, plus whatever vocal directors they have in the booth with them. Because here's the thing, like, there are perfectly good voiceover artists who really are, nerfed by just bad voice, directors. Because they don't know what they're doing. Like, it's not like it was, you know, years ago where it was, you know, someone who knew exactly what they were looking for. It's more so just, let's give the most flat, monotone performance ever recorded on a microphone, and, yeah. Let's make it sound like every Crunchyroll dub of a anime ever. And it sucks. It's locked. It's locked. Not for long. It's locked. Damn it. There is no way. There is no way out. Fuck. But no, it's more so just... when you trade in talent for nepotism, it shows. Like, that literally is the thing. And you know what? Like, I'm all for certain projects. It's like, oh, you know, my friend, like, let's include him in this. But when it's just like, when the result of that is just bad, then there comes a point where, you know, you can't be nice about it, and you just have to, like, say it for what it is in the most blunt way possible. Some people do not have the voice for voice acting. And, you know, society has gotten to this phase where we have to, you know, play to everyone's, like, sensibilities. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I say sitting on the fence. But that's another issue in the industry. Here's my thing. I don't even mind Chris Pratt's Mario. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. I think it's perfectly serviceable for the kind of Mario that they're going for. The Brooklyn Mario. I think it's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world that they didn't, you know, revive Captain Lou Albano to reprise his role and be like, "Hey, paisanos!" Because unfortunately, you know, sometimes we can't have the things that would have worked in a perfect world. But alright, hold on. Alright, where? Oh, we went fucking above it. Awesome. No, I mean, that's the thing. That's a whole other issue entirely. Them getting film actors to do voiceover work. It's very rare when, you know, an actual film actor can carry a movie like that. In the same breath, I think that Charlie Day was a perfect analog for Luigi. I think that was a brilliant casting choice. But I don't know, like, the fact that, like, you're gonna make these iconic characters, you know, if you're gonna, like, you know, put a voice to them, like, you have to, it has to be the proper voice. Like, it can't just be because, oh, he was in some Marvel movies. He's a big Hollywood star. And Disney is really the one, are really the ones who pioneered that with Aladdin, but not in a bad way. Like, it's the perfect example of the phrase, you know, the path to hell is painted in good intentions. Like, getting Robin Williams to do Genie from Aladdin. That's really where it started. But the difference is, Robin Williams, you know, he had the talent to back it up. It wasn't just, you know, him standing in front of a microphone and being like, "Hey guys, it's me, the Genie from Aladdin. Where's my paycheck?" Like, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. But, like, nowadays, it's very... I don't know. When it comes to that kind of thing, you can tell it's very phoned in. And it oftentimes just doesn't end up well. Like, not to be just mean, but there are a lot of people who are big names who just don't have the talent to back up carrying certain projects. And it's true. Just because, you know, your face was used for Les Marble movie, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're gonna be the next Mel Blanc. Like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't directly translate. But I don't know, some people think that, and by some people I mean executives making stupid calls, are the ones who are just like, yeah, that's exactly what it means. And it's like, no, it isn't. You're wrong. Not only are you wrong, you're stupid. But I don't know. I say this from the perspective of someone who just grabbed a microphone as like, you know what, I'm gonna voice act. But also, I mean, I did take acting classes throughout high school and college. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I do have a little bit more leeway to say these things than your average voiceover artist. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Because it's one thing to be able to do a voice. It's another thing to be able to back that up with everything else that goes into, you know, doing like a character or something. Oh my god, fuck off! Actually, let's go this way real quick. Yeah, we're gonna rewind a little bit. But yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. It's more so just a lack of respect for the art. And it's unfortunate, but many such cases when it comes to that kind of thing. stand here for a minute. I mean, here's my thing. Sometimes I do come across very mean-spirited when it comes to certain... how can I put this? Like, my view on... what's the guy's name? Fucking... Kevin Afghani. Because, here's the thing. The talent isn't there. And I will stand by that statement. I don't care how mean it is. I don't care how it sounds. It's true. Like, he just does not have the ability to replicate that voice. The talent to replicate certain voices, it's a talent. You have to... I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it than talent. You have to have the talent to do so, but you also have to have, you know, the ability to control your vocal cords and get it to the correct pitches. And be able to stabilize it without, you know, sounding like your voice is cracking and, you know, you're going through, like, a second puberty. But, yeah, I mean, that's my thing about it. It's... I don't know. I feel like proper searches should have been done for the replacement voice of Mario. And here we go again, me ranting again about the fucking Mario voice. But I don't know, I think it's topical to what we're talking about. We're talking about the voiceover industry. But, I don't know. Bro, I miss Charles Martinet as Mario. Nothing will change that, I'm afraid. Uh-oh, we went through the wrong door. Or what door do we go to? This one... Alright, we go this way. For real. For real. It literally... whenever we're talking about voice acting, it will come up. It's like a moth to a flame. Bro, I just want my character's voice to sound right, please. Okay, we need to fucking heal immediately. So, yeah, we're gonna sit here for a minute. Because I'm afraid our pal Juiced is out of fucking health. But this is very useful since we don't have a lot of healing items that we can just kind of sit here and do this instead of, you know, have to rewind and shit constantly. You know, I don't know. In my brief exchange with the voice for Slippy, as well as some things that I've heard through the grapevine, I don't know, it kind of proves that, you know, what I'm doing on here is worthwhile. Because supposedly, you know, the way Nintendo does things, they do look online for talent. They do, you know, pay attention. So I don't know. Hopefully my far-fetched dreams of, you know, being the official voice of Mario can can, someday come true.
Because I would love that. Mario would love to be the official voice.
For real. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. In a way, it is kind of, how can I put this? It's kind of a comforting thought knowing that, me doing all this shit is not in vain. Oh, hell yeah. $115%. Awesome. So, hold on. Let me check something. Do I have to be up in the morning? I might have to be up in the morning. And if that's the case, then we'll work around that. Let me check my schedule real quick. Yes, I do. Yes, I apparently do. Well, that's awesome. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep playing for about another half hour. We'll cut off the stream at 1. Oh my god, please.
I'm so excited to be playing this game. This makes Mario so happy.
Alright, we're gonna sit on the stairs and heal. Bro, that fucking... I don't know why, but what I said before that shit, it really did remind me of, the way that fucking Chris Griffin from Family Guy was like, "You have a beautiful child, Mrs. Roberts." Good God. Family Guy, I don't know. I know that people complain about how the show is, like, apparently shit now compared to, like, when it was first started. And, I mean, here's the thing. It's kind of like The Simpsons. When I hear people complain about it, it's like, dog, it has been shit far longer than it's been good. But simultaneously, I don't know. There have been some bangers come out of the Family Guy writer's room that have stuck with me, and I have a good laugh at. Alright, we're good. We're good. Keep going. Time to heal again. That's the problem with some of these higher hitting enemies. It's kind of just a game of like sitting and waiting. But yeah, I'm probably going to head on to bed in about half an hour-ish. And I think that'll be good. That'll leave us at like a 2.5 hour stream for this. And tomorrow, I'll think about it while I'm at work tomorrow. We might do some Wario Land. We might do something else. I don't know. It really is kind of up for debate. Because, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing another Wario game. But I got to think about how we would do this. So, yeah. We'll figure it out. If we are going to do Wario, though, I'll have to figure out how we're going to do it. Because no matter what, it's probably going to be a 2D game that we play. We'll put Mario on the back burner for just a little bit longer. Because we haven't... Let's see. I mean, we did the Mario stuff like 2 weeks ago. the Mario 64, but like in terms of like an actual Mario game, we've been without one for a couple of weeks. We'll see. We'll see. Like, here's the thing. I would love to do Wario Land, but I'm also like... The Mario game that I'm thinking about playing would be fun, but I don't think it's the right time just yet. I think we need one more in-between game before I get myself into that. Oh, it's locked. Isn't that awesome? And I'm also trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, so the Mario game that I'm considering, and I'll just spoil it now. It's Mario Eclipse, but we already did a 100% run of Sunshine a while back. Now, of course, I wouldn't mind replaying some of the stuff that we already played through in the Sunshine playthrough. It's been a while, but... You know what? I'll have to think about that. Because legitimately, like... If I were to do that... Huh... That's kind of the problem that I'm facing here. It's... Because here's the thing about Mario Eclipse. We just did Donkey Kong 64. You know what? There is a perfect way to do this. Okay. Because I'm thinking about how we can do this, but there's a clear solution to this that is not going to be that difficult to do. Because I'm debating on whether or not we should play through the game, like fully, or... I'll tell you what we'll do. And this, honestly, I think would be the best way to do it. We're going to play through the game, but we're not grabbing the blue coins. We already did a 100% run of Sunshine. We'll grab them as we go, but, like, it is not going to be a 100% walkthrough, per se. It's a merchant. So, we meet again. Glad to see you looking well. What can I do you for? Actually, let me look up something real quick. I mean, honestly, that is probably what we're gonna do. Ah, okay. Okay. No, 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 no. Actually, we are gonna stock up on some potions here. Yeah, that'll give us some wiggle room, but with the Mario Eclipse thing, I think what we're gonna end up doing is I'll play it from beginning to middle. So that will be, you know, the standard yeah, that'll be like the standard Mario Sunshine experience. So, you know, like the 96 or so shines that are in Sunshine. We're gonna stand here for a second, but yeah, we'll do the 96 or so shines. We'll do the blue coin stuff. And then towards the end, like, we're not going for all blue coins. That would, like, I did that over the course of about 3 or 4 months, just on and off. And even then, it was a little tiring, so... Yeah. I think what we're going to do is, for that, we'll kind of do a casual playthrough of it. But we'll get as much as we can. And then, you know, since I've actually beaten the game, we'll do all the post-game stuff. Because, I mean, there's a ton of post-game stuff in Eclipse. Heaven's Ring, what is that? Yeah, we'll get to the next save point, I think, and that will be it for tonight. Now, let's just kind of stay here for a second. But yeah, no, Mario Eclipse will come at the end of summer. I think that'll be a fun one to do. You know, the blue coins, that's a bit of a commitment. I don't think we're going to go for all the blue coins. I think we will just load up a completed save file to look through all the post-game stuff. Now, we'll do all the standard shines, which there's, how many standard shines are there, actually? Hold on, there's a checklist here. Let me take a look at it. So there's 199 shines in, Good God. This healing armor is so fucking slow. But yeah, there's 199 shines in Eclipse minus the, minus the blue coins. There are 41 shines related to the blue coins. Putting some furniture. Oh, hell yeah. My room is looking pretty snazzy. But yeah, we'll get to the next save point and that'll be it for tonight. But yeah, no, I think that'll be a feasible stream to do. Ah, I see what's going on here. Okay. Doing a little puzzling. We have to puzzle our puzzles. Hooray. That is not the way to do it. Let's go! Ah! Well, I think this is where we're going to call it for tonight. This has been a lot of fun tonight. I always have a great time with these Metroidvanias, but tomorrow, I'm going to kind of decide what we should play. Because that's the thing. I don't mind playing Wario, but I'm also kind of in the mood for Mario Sunshine, so we'll see. We'll see. Because that's the thing. I mean, I don't want to, like, burn myself out, most importantly, on the 3D Collectathon. But I don't know. I think we could do Mario Sunshine and it would be fine. But we also might do Wario Land. I mean, here's the thing. Whichever one we don't do now, we'll do next. So, you know, if we do Mario Sunshine now, or hell, I mean, honestly, we could have Wario be the side game. We've done that before with Donkey Kong and Mario 64. Kind of had those swapping out for a little bit, but yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Wario would be good, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah. I'm leaning towards Mario, to be honest. I don't know why. I mean, actually, I do know why. It's more so just, I don't know. 3D Mario is like Crimson Platinum Gold to me. But 2D Mario, it's kind of one of those things that I really have to be in the mood for. And Mario's slightly different, but I don't know. I'll stew on that for a little bit. Because here's the thing. If we don't play Wario this week, we'll play it whenever we finish Castlevania. That's the thing. It's just whichever one we can get finished first will be our next one. So, I mean, I'm leaning towards Mario. We'll probably do Mario Sunshine tomorrow, because that is always a good one. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. But fun stream. Fun time. But anyway, it's time for me to go. So, with all that said, it's been fun. It's been real. I'm even thinking that it's been real fun. But it's a time for Mario to go. So I want to thank you all for watching. This has been Kentucky Mario. And I will see you all next time. Okie dokie. Mario, see you next time. Ho ho! See you later. Mario, think all of you all are fantastic. Okay. Bye bye.